up, guys? ShadyCash here, bringing you another commentary. Got my first match I played on the new DLC this morning. Now, usually when a new map pack comes out, I make the mistake of staying up all night and waiting, until like it winds up being 5 in the morning, and the map pack gets released, and I download it and end up only getting, like 4 or 8 games in, and then by that time it's, close to 7 a.m. and I'm, got to go to bed, get up a few hours later, and I'm just dragging the rest of the day. Now this time I went to bed early last night, which is hard as hell for me to do because I'm a complete night owl. I'm a really, I stay up late. My family's always stayed up late. I remember living at home with my parents, and I had a friend that lived with us for a little while when I was like 16, 17, and getting home, on the weekend on a Friday at midnight and being like, what was for dinner? And they'd be like, oh, we ordered pizza. My parents would, and we'd go look in the fridge and there wouldn't be a pizza in there, and I'd be like, where is it? And they'd be like, oh, it should be here in a little bit. We just ordered it a little while ago. That was my family growing up, so I've always been kind of a night owl. And last night, just kind of laid off drinking coffee. I drink a lot of coffee. Already on my first Starbucks today. Quad Venti Cinnamon Dolce Latte. Definitely my choice over the energy drinks. But yeah, I love my coffee, and I drink like a pot of coffee a day. Usually like half a pot throughout the day, and then a half a pot sitting here at night playing Xbox Live. So, definitely that doesn't help my situation any either. But yeah, I drank a couple cups of coffee during the day and then just kind of stopped drinking coffee at 5. I had not gotten much sleep the night previously, so by like 10:30, 11 o'clock, I was, actually getting tired, went and laid down in bed, and it took me a good hour, but I fell asleep. Got up this morning at like 5:30, got my DLC for Black Ops, and I'm digging the new map so far. That's what I said about the last map pack, Escalation, and by now I'm completely sick of it. So, I'll have to give it a few days of playing before I can really give a good opinion on it. But so far, I really am liking it. I've only played 3 out of the 4 levels. I played the drive-in, this, and the one with the golf course, whatever that's called. And drive-in's, tight, little, nice level. The other one, the one with the golf course, seems like it'd be good for sniping, but I'm not sure yet. There's so many different little ways to get around and everything. I think it might be deceivingly just better for rushers. Now you'll see there that guy with my claymore and everything. I love claymores just because I don't even care about the kill off them. To me, they're like a warning, hey, somebody's coming, be careful, because usually I don't even wind up getting kills off them. They just get destroyed. Sometimes I'll put them in an obvious place, like whatever equipment I'm using, put in the most obvious place that they're going to see it. And that way, if I don't, if the equipment actually doesn't help me out, them destroying it usually will. Because even if the guy doesn't pop up and say, the enemy has destroyed your equipment, a lot of the time, even though they don't say that, your crosshairs will pop up and you'll notice that you got a little hit marker on there. And, that's just an indicator that they destroyed your equipment. You better, check your rear or whatever. So, yeah, definitely like claymores for that. Now, that's the nice thing about C4, too, is if you put it in a spot on the stairs and everything and they got Hacker Pro, they're usually not going to be able to help but destroy it or hack it or whatever. So, the one thing is, though, is that with the Claymore, they pretty much have to destroy it to get around it. With the C4, they can kind of opt out of destroying it, which would be the smarter thing to do and just walk around it, And, yeah, I get a really crappy run with my chopper gunner here. I would have fast-forwarded it, but wasn't doing theater mode. This was a live capture, so pretty boring right here. I don't know if you guys heard about this stuff in California with the Supreme Court and everything, but there's been this stuff going on in California for a while now. Schwarzenegger, the previous governor, and then whatever the guy's name is now, they've been kind of going after the whole entertainment, like video game industry, basically just trying to get it where M-rated games would be banned for the purchase or being displayed where minors could see them, basically on the same level as pornography. And they just lost really the final round to the United States Supreme Court. They'd already lost to the state Supreme Court and all this stuff, and they lost. The Supreme Court said it would be censorship. It would be censorship to minors and everything like that, and they've never done that with any form of entertainment throughout history. When new forms of entertainment have popped up, they've never made new laws for that one form of entertainment, so they're not going to single video games out, basically. And I mean, you should have seen some of the exhibits the state brought in. I mean, okay, we got Custer's Revenge for the Atari 2600 they used for saying that video games displayed the rape of Native American women. I mean, Custer's Revenge, like, come on, man, how old is that game? Then they used that Columbine Massacre game and that VTech shooting, about the Virginia Tech shooting, which both really you can't compare to retail releases. Like, those are free DLC on the internet. You can get on your computer and download them. And then, I mean, you can't really compare that to like Grand Theft Auto or something like that, which was really one of the only retail releases I actually saw on there. Like, they had another game, it's called Rape Play or something like that, where basically you're an intruder breaking into a house and trying to rape a lady and her two daughters, right? I mean, yeah, it sounds messed up for sure, but it's never been released outside of Japan. And I mean, these are people that buy girls' panties out of vending machines, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that they have a game that's called Rape Me like that, it's just not surprising to me at all, you know what I mean? But again, how are you going to use that against the video game industry in America? That game's never been released outside of Japan. Their whole case was just pretty weak. And I think it's funny how, they blow it way out of proportion like that too by showing stuff like that. It's just jank. And yeah, get dominated there for a minute. I wasn't too worried about it. Now, it's definitely something you don't want to let go on very long, but I didn't really think these guys were going to be able to make a comeback. So this plane right here is a spot you definitely got to watch out for. I think you're going to be catching a lot of people up here. It's got just a great vantage point. You can see all through in the hangar. You can see, all out over B. It offers really good cover with that little lip on it there. Definitely a really nice spot. So be careful when you're, walking around there checking things out. And yeah, I'm using my AUG. It's basically my go-to class for when it's kind of unpredictable how things are going to go and I want to have a good game. Got dual mags on it, gives you 60 extra bullets, 2 extra clips, which for me definitely is nice to have. You don't have to worry so much about picking up people's guns up off the ground, where usually if I don't use, well, I mean, you'll see right here I'd already be out of bullets without those on. So, and if you're using sleight of hand, now, I did not know you could get up there. I was sitting there running around looking for that guy, and then, yeah, totally got me there by surprise. Did not see him. But, yeah, I mean, I would already been out of ammo there, whereas, got 30 extra bullets and all that stuff. And then for my secondary, I got on my ballistic knife. I don't even think I wound up pulling it out this match. Got on Simtex for my lethal, concussion for my tactical equipment. Then I'm using Hardline Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Marathon Pro. That Hardline Pro, I've been liking it a lot lately. I got it unlocked when I hit my 10th Prestige. Put it on one class basically just for flipping friendly care packages, when people call them in. and never really used it. And then for some reason I put it on a few classes the other day. Definitely digging it, especially with the combo of if you end up putting Hacker Pro on it. Definitely a really smart combo, because catch enemies camping those ammo crates trying to get their kill streaks off. And like just the other day, I never get crap out of mountain care packages when I have it. I usually just run it for the very start of my prestige, but never get crap for kills off them, or anything good for kill streaks off them, go figure. But seems like every time I go flipping enemies, I wind up getting something good, like a blackbird or dogs or something. The other day I wound up flipping one, got dogs off of it, and then also had my Hacker Pro on that class, wound up hacking their care package. Only got one kill off the hack care package, but that on top of getting dogs out of their ammo crate that they're camping and get their kill streaks off is just insult to injury. Definitely a nice combo. And yeah, it's early, so I don't remember if I said, but watch for people camping that plane. You see me doing a little bit of it here already. There's definitely just awesome cover up there with that lip and everything. So that's the match, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll probably be posting a few other games, off the new maps, so keep an eye out for those if you're interested. And thanks again. Hope you have a great day. Bye.